at you here from the Cisco distribution facility in Lincoln, Nebraska. Been here since about 3 a.m. last night. It's currently 9:30 in the morning. So, as you can see, your boy Gonzo was having a little bit of a hard time getting that trailer in that dock door this morning. I could blame it on the fact that I had just woken up a little while before. I could blame it on the fact that it's a tight spot. I could blame it on a number of factors, but one thing that I hope you guys learn, if you're in PSD and TNT or you're just starting out like I am, one of the things I hope you guys learn from these videos and from me in general is it's not anything's fault. It's not anyone's fault. If you have to blame something, you can blame yourself. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. You could be having a bad day. You could be having a tough time. It could be raining. Your mirrors can be pretty useless on these P4 Cascadias with the A-wing, A-pillar deflectors wings. Water gets all over your windows. There's a ton of factors. Man, maybe you just can't back that day. But I want to let you guys know, I want to encourage you, it comes in waves. There are days where you could be out here like a full-on super trucker. Got this. Swinging that wheel. And there's days where you just feel like a total mess. Like, what the heck am I doing out here? I should quit. Because you can't get that damn trailer where you want it to go. And it's cool. It happens. So, I was having about a good pretty much the entire time I was out, after I got my, excuse me, sorry about that. Pretty much the entire time I was out on the road, after I got my eyes checked, about a week and a half, I was getting it in there, okay? I was set. I was getting it done. And after I picked up these glasses, which, by the way, totally not coordinated. Just saying. Just the shirt that I grabbed out of my drawer, okay? Anyway. The first load I get coming off of home time, it picks up in Laredo at the U.S. cold storage down there. And they see this clearly Mexican, cactus-faced Mexican. And they're talking about, hey, go to that back door way back there along the back fence. And this is the worst spot I've ever been to. There's not enough room to turn the truck around for a sight side. And when I'm there, all the doors are full. And the one door that has a truck and a trailer in it is the one right next to mine. And since there's no room to turn the truck around because all the doors are full with trailers, I have to blindside. And the space between the hood of the truck in front of me and the concrete fence line is less than one truck length. After about 10 minutes of trying, I just said, man, I can't do it. I just can't. I went and knocked on the door of the guy that was sitting next to me, next to my spot, asked him for help. He was really cool about it. He got out and helped me out. I offered him $20 to help me afterwards, and he's like, nah, man, that's cool. Just, take it as a learning experience. And that was really cool of him. But my point is, ever since then, I've been messing up. Like, I overturn the wheel, and my trailer ends up way too far to the left. Or I underturn the wheel, and I'm wide to the right. And it's simple mistakes. And I've been talking to a few people, and they all say the same thing. That's how it happens. You have some days or some periods where you're out here trucking, and there's some other times where you're just like, man, I can't do this job no more. And just take it as encouragement. You're doing something. You're out here doing it, and there's good times and bad. You got to take the good with the bad, But I just wanted to let you guys know about that, because some of y'all might be in your TNT and you might be going through one of them bad times, or even in PSD, or you might even be on the paddock. You just can't get the trailer in the dang hole that day. I'm here to tell you, it gets better. It really does. You saw how long that took me to get that trailer in, and that was sped up. In reality, it took me almost 20 minutes to get the damn trailer in the hole. So, take your time, do it slow. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. It's better to take 20, 30 minutes to get the damn trailer in the hole than to try and rush, because there's people trying to get across you, like you saw in the video. That you're going to try to rush so they can, to do for them, and they are not going to pay your deductible if you hit something. Take your time, do it slowly, but once. Because if you rush, you're going to have to do it 2 or 3 times. That's all I got for y'all. For now. I'll check in with you guys in a little while. Peace. Okay, I'm back. I had to go inside and take care of paperwork and all that good stuff. So yeah, backing. You know, sometimes it's hard to even set up for a straight back when you're going through these moments, when you're going through these periods, and man.
Attention, a new important message has arrived.
Really, Lola? You need a shush. Alright. Anyway, we all go through it. It's not just you. I promise, push through it. It gets better, okay? Second of all, it doesn't matter how bad of a day you're having, be nice. And I don't mean just like be polite and be a decent human being. That should come with just being alive, okay? Be nice. Even if somebody comes up to you and says something that rubs you the wrong way, even if somebody's annoying you. So this morning, a yard jockey came up to my truck right as I was getting back in, about to head to my door, and he asked me to roll down the window. So I rolled down the window. What's up, boss man? I'm from Texas. I call everybody boss man or ma'am. That's just how I do. Or sir. Anyway, so I'm like, what's up, boss man? He's like, hey man, do me a favor. I'm like, okay. He says, if you're gonna walk around the you're gonna be walking around out here, just wear safety vests for me. I just want to make sure you come home, you go home fine, safe. All right, cool, man. No big deal. I got my safety vest right there anyway. Now there was other people walking around without safety vests, so he didn't tell them anything. But me being me, I'm gonna be nice. Sure thing, man. And you know what I did? When I tried to get in my door for 20 minutes and had like 15 get out and looks, I wore my dang safety vest. God damn. Why are you going 20 miles an hour to the dang scale house, Bubba? Jeez. Anyway, sorry. Old boy got me distracted over there. You gonna back up. Anyway, whatever. So I was nice to him and I put on my safety vest, and a few hours later, we're rolling out, and he had just taken a trailer to go. Park it out by the road, and I'm leaving. I'm going out the driveway, and he honks at me, tells me to roll my window down. I roll my window down, and you know what this man does? He says, "Hey man, appreciate you. Have a nice day," and he throws a banana nut muffin in my truck. That smells delicious. It really does. So, the moral of the story is, if I hadn't been nice to him, I probably wouldn't have had a muffin. Think about it. Does it cost you anything to be nice? No, it doesn't. Is the niceness to muffin ratio potential good? Yes, it is. Anyway, that's enough joking around. I'm gonna get on with it. I need to go into this truck stop. I'm at the Ambest in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's a pretty nice little truck stop. I'm gonna go inside. I am gonna take care of a couple things, and I'm gonna get on down the road. I gotta go to Skyler, Nebraska. So, I'll check you guys out later. Peace. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Gonzo coming at you again. I am, I see my reflection I see the reflection of myself in the reflection. Anyway, whatever. I'm just being a 5-year-old there for a bit. So it's gonna be a little bit awkward because I'm starting to film more on my iPad. I'm starting to record more video on the iPad than on the phone because it's easier. The iPad sits in a better spot. It has a better angle, and it doesn't take up my phone storage as much. So, but I want to show you a bit of an old school secret. Something I learned from old trucker. One of the guys that taught me how to shift back in the day when I still had my permit. But anyway, right now I'm bobtail. I dropped off my trailer at Cargill in Schuyler, Nebraska, and my load isn't ready yet. So they told me, well, you can just take your empty and go, or you can drop it at the on-site trailer wash, which is awesome, by the way. More shippers should have that. But they say you can drop it at the on-site trailer wash, and you can bobtail out, and we'll give you a call when it's ready. I said, bet, let's go. So I don't have a trailer right now. Now, as you know, we all need to be doing pre-trip and post-trip inspections. Not only is it prime policy, but it's also good policy because it ensures safety. If there's a problem with the equipment, before you take off, you catch it. If there's a problem with the equipment when you're done for the night, or for the day, or for the shift, you catch it before you start your next one. It just makes sense. It's for your safety and the safety of the other people on the road. But, that being said, 99% of the time, we're hooked up to a trailer, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but Gonzo's a little bit overweight. Might come as a shock to some of y'all. Anywho, we can, some of us bigger guys, we can crawl underneath the trailer to make sure that the kingpin jaw, the locking jaw is completely engaged around the kingpin, all that good stuff, but we're not really built to be crawling under the trailer every time, checking all our wheel seals and such. So right now that I don't have a trailer is a good time to not have to crawl underneath the truck, not have to crawl underneath the trailer, and take a look at my wheel seals. Now, this is very important. Wheel seals, when a wheel seal goes bad, it'll usually take a bearing with it. And what happens is gear oil or axle grease, axle oil will start leaking out of that wheel seal. And the heat and friction will make it thick, right? So eventually, the axle is dry. It's running with no oil in it, and it overheats, and it can actually weld itself. The inner axle tube will weld itself to the exterior axle. So the axle is in here spinning with your tire, and the external tube, the one you actually see, is outside, and they can actually fuse together whenever it doesn't have enough axle oil, gear oil. So anywho, we'll go ahead and check it right now. We'll bring you along for the ride. But it's going to be a little awkward because I have a big iPad. And whatever. We're going to try it anyway. Let's go. So we're going to walk around the truck. Just checking whatever you see. Just doing a visual inspection. Now clearly I don't have a trailer. Want to make sure the fifth wheel is nice and lubed. So what we're looking for is inside the tire, but outside, not counting that shock there. And it's kind of hard to get on camera, but where all the brake shoes are, right there, any built up gum around there, built up grime on there, stuff that's really caking on there, that's the telltale sign that you have a bad wheel seal. So you just want to go ahead and check all four. I'm not going to be able to get all four of them with the iPad in my hand, at least not to your point of view. But you want to go ahead and check all four of them. Like I said, it's kind of hard to do with the iPad. Boy, that camera sure is loud, isn't it? Anyway, so as you can see and hear from the voiceover I'm hopefully going to do on that video, we want to check the inside where the brake shoes are, the interior, the hub, right? We just want to make sure there's no clumped up dry grease on it, bunched up and clumped up on there. When you have all that buildup of grime and grease, it's because is because it doesn't, all that grease is getting thicker. It's emulsifying on the metal, on the other parts of it, and road grime is just sticking to it.
Attention, a new important message has arrived.
Lola just had to weigh in. Anyway, but that road grime is just sticking to it, and it's causing all this buildup, and you'll be able to tell what it looks like. It's a little awkward recording with the iPad because the lens is so far up in the corner, and the zoom is very different than what it is on the phone. But after I finished trying to record that video, I actually checked all four. I'm good. My wheel seals look good, but that doesn't surprise me. My truck only has 50,000 miles on it. But this is something you should do whenever you get a chance and you don't have a trailer on. Just double check. You want to check them wheel seals. If you're able, if you're a skinny dude like my boy JDQ Transportation, and you can crawl underneath that trailer and check out your wheel seals, do it. Just do it, because you blow a wheel seal on the road and you don't catch it in time, it's going to cost you a lot of downtime. And the only way to fix a wheel seal, and most likely the bearing, a lot of times it'll take that bearing with it. Only way to fix it is you have to take the wheel off. Obviously, you got to take your brake drum off, the brake drum. You got to take your shoes off. You got to take the axle off. You got to take the axles out. It's a whole process. They basically strip it down to the nub, right? And anyway, just some food for thought. Go ahead and check your wheel seals. If you haven't done it, just something to keep an eye on. You don't have to crawl underneath that trailer. You don't have to crawl underneath that truck. We do dropping hooks. So we have a chance to go bobtail and check it out. Just my 2 cents. Go ahead and do that whenever you get a chance. Gonzo, I'm going to go ahead and cut that video out right there. And it's been great. And thank you guys for subscribing. And I'll check you guys out later. Bye.